Daimler, the world's most substantial truck manufacturer, just announced that it will begin customer trials of its new pure electric eActros semi-truck. The truck was the first of its kind to be revealed to the world back in 2016. Despite being ahead of Tesla with its unveiling, the truck maker says it needs the next few years for testing and will bring the vehicle to market by 2021. Tesla's Elon Musk, on the other hand, is shooting for delivery of his electric semi beginning in 2019. Daimler's head of trucks, Martin Daum, recently told reporters that if Tesla achieves its target date and specs, his company will have made some terrible estimations. He admits that the eActros doesn't stand up to the range that Tesla is advertising, up to 500 miles on a single charge, but he feels that with current battery tech, the Silicon Valley company can possibly achieve that number within the next year or two. Daum stated, "If Tesla really delivers on this promise, we'll obviously buy 2 trucks, one to take apart and one to test, because if that happens, something has passed us by." But for now, the same laws of physics apply in Germany and in California. The eActros will have a maximum range of 124 miles, about 200 kilometers. So, it's not just a little bit of a difference, but instead, not even in the ballpark. Daimler has budgeted some $660 million to make this effort possible and will work through customer trials for the next 2 years or more before the trucks are ready for mass production. Daum continued, "Trucks have to run for 1.5 million miles and then there's a used truck buyer too after that. We don't know for sure how batteries for trucks will react after being in use for 4 to 5 years, it's very complex." The automaker revealed that, like Tesla, there will be 2 different size semis available, 18 tons and 26 tons. In terms of charging, a figure of 3 to 11 hours was specified.
It used to be that you could find the foreman's pickup at any worksite by looking for the lone Sierra among a sea of Silverados. Local General Motors spokeswoman Stephanie Gentkin said last week, "It's changing. Starting with the 2019 model year, the Sierra will be much more than a shinier, souped-up Silverado. But, depending on the specific version, the Sierra won't necessarily be more expensive than a Silverado." General Motors is working really hard to differentiate the 2 truck brands. There's only a few common parts in the next generation as opposed to now. On Thursday, GM officials in Detroit will unveil the next generation GMC Sierra. Until then, the design and details are closely guarded. The Chevy Silverado debuted in January, and early reactions to the reworked Silverado have been positive. Motor Trend described the overall look as bolder and bigger. Consumer Reports described the 2019 Silverado's unveiling as arguably the most important event of this year's Detroit Auto Show. The national publications annually review cars and trucks. At least one stakeholder close to home was impressed. Holly Murphy, president of United Auto Workers Local 2209, which represents GM's local workers, said, "It's absolutely beautiful." Gentkin said, local GM employees are heavily invested in the 2 models' success. Although the trucks are built in 3 GM plants, the Allen County location is the lead assembly plant for this launch. That means you have to perform flawlessly, which is a great honor and says a lot about our employees. "We just have an incredibly experienced workforce that cares deeply about the customer." The local plant, which is one of Allen County's largest employers, has about 4,000 hourly and salaried workers on 3 shifts. The plant received the J.D. Power Gold Plant Quality Award last year for producing the highest-ranked automotive manufacturing quality in the Americas. J.D. Power Plant Quality Awards are based on defects and malfunctions. They exclude design-related problems. The Silverado's new design includes more interior, more cargo and more storage space, all bound to be popular with customers. Gentkin said about the Silverado, This truck is tougher. From the customer standpoint, it has so much more of what they want. While revealing one of two new designs, GM isn't putting the trucks on car lots until very late summer. Pricing and fuel economy numbers haven't yet been released. GM sold 585,864 Silverados last year, a 1.9% increase from 2016, and 217,943 Sierras, a 1.7% decrease. The Silverado is the second best-selling vehicle in the country. Only the Ford moves more units with its F-150 pickup. Overall, GM was the pickup sales leader for the fourth consecutive year, company officials said. The most popular GM pickup version is the Crew Cab, which boasts 4 full-sized doors. One change made locally with GM's $1.2 billion plant expansion is the ability to assemble crew cabs here. Jenkins said, previously, the local paint shop couldn't accommodate the longer vehicles. The fourth-generation Sierras and Silverados will start rolling down the assembly line in late summer. In the meantime, some vehicles will be assembled locally in practice runs that will be distributed to industry insiders. Local GM workers have had to work most Saturdays to build a stockpile of the current trucks because production will slow with the conversion. Even though people are tired, they're excited because they know the new models are the future of GM. We play a huge role in the future success of the company.
Americans are buying more small crossover SUVs than ever before, and among the best sellers are the Honda CR-V and the Nissan Rogue. Both offer 5-passenger seating and a lot more cargo carrying versatility compared to traditional family sedans. Both also achieve nearly 30 mpg in combined city and highway driving, and both start around $25,000. So, which is best for you? The CR-V and the Rogue are based on car-like platforms. The former is structurally based on the Civic, while the Rogue uses a light car design that underpins other Nissan models. Similarities continue underhood with 4-cylinder engines, continuously variable automatic transmissions and optional all-wheel drive. In both SUVs, luggage space behind the second row is nearly identical at just over 39 cubic feet. Although neither crossover is made for off-road, both offer almost 8 inches of ground clearance, which is enough to drive on most graded dirt roads without worrying about underbody damage. Both crossovers are also covered by 3-year/36,000-mile basic and 5-year/60,000-mile powertrain warranties. Since the basic specs for the Honda and Nissan are so similar, you might be inclined to just find the best deal and call it a day. But look closer and you'll find key differences that favor the CR-V first. Today's CR-V is newer. When Honda last redesigned the CR-V in 2017, it gave it a new turbocharged engine, improved handling, more rear seat legroom and a modernized interior. By comparison, today's Rogue has had only minor updates since its debut in 2014. Those include revised styling and added safety features but not the fundamental changes given to the CR-V. The CR-V's 184 horsepower engine packs a stronger punch than the Rogue's 170 horsepower engine. The CR-V even offers an optional turbo engine that yields 190 horsepower. The Rogue offers just one engine. The CR-V's power advantage doesn't hurt fuel economy either. It delivers an EPA estimated 28 mpg combined, 26 city/32 highway. The Rogue is incrementally better at 29 mpg combined, 26 city/33 highway. The CR-V can also tow up to 1,500 pounds, enough to pull a couple of water toys or dirt bikes by trailer. The Rogue, with its 1,102-pound rating, will struggle to do the same. Inside, the CR-V also offers more passenger space and an added 2.5 inches of rear legroom. The Rogue compensates with slightly more front passenger legroom, 1.7 inches, But if you often carry adults in the back seat or install rear-facing child safety seats, they'll be glad you chose the CR-V. And the CR-V's 76 cubic feet of maximum cargo space is 6 cubic feet larger than the Rogue's. The 2018 CR-V also outmatches the Rogue in other areas. The Honda's recent suspension update tightened up the car's handling, reducing its tendency to lean through turns. It's no sports car, but it feels firm and confident. Take the Rogue into turns at similar speeds and it will feel soft and wobbly in comparison. Both crossovers offer surprisingly upscale interior materials and similar technology features, starting with 7-inch touchscreen displays and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration. But the CR-V beats its rival in safety technology with a full complement of driver aids on its X model, the trim just above the base level. Those features include collision warning, automatic emergency braking, lane departure alert and lane keeping assist. The Rogue has some of these features as standard, but others are reserved for the top SL trim. The Rogue has one key advantage over the CR-V. It offers an optional third-row seat that allows you to carry 7 passengers. It's a worthwhile consideration if you occasionally need to carry an extra passenger or two, although we've found the third row too cramped for adults on all but the shortest drives. The Rogue's front seats, designed using NASA-inspired technology, are exceptionally comfortable. The difference between the Rogue's seats and those in the CR-V isn't stark, but if you're sensitive to seat shapes and plan to log long miles, it's worth trying both. Seat comfort can be a deal-maker or breaker. Given its larger passenger and cargo space, enhanced technology, and better performance and handling, the 2018 Honda CR-V claims an edge on the 2018 Nissan Rogue. You also get more driver safety aids at a lower trim level. The Rogue is Nissan's top-selling car, so we don't expect fundamental changes soon. But this is a competitive segment that evolves quickly. We'd expect Nissan to polish some of the Rogue's rougher edges in the next couple of years, making it a tighter race among these two top rivals. Unless you need the Rogue's third row, the CR-V is by most measures the better crossover.